about creating keto baked products. I did write a whole blog post on it. It is in the description. You can click on the link and read all about it. But I just wanted to kind of go over what we do. So the first thing we do is we find a recipe we like. And we look through it and we see like what ingredients it's asking for, what kind of things that we can substitute with, and then we get together and we talk about it like, hey, here's the recipe, here's what it's calling for, what do we want to substitute with, how do we think this works? And it's usually a group effort because my sister and I are like, oh, maybe we should try this, and our pastry chef, my mom, is like, yeah, that's not gonna hold up. But like that, you can't just substitute those kind of things. So we kind of sit and talk about that. We do a carb count, a rough carb count on it to kind of see like, is it even worth making? I don't know if you know this, but keto products and sugar-free products, and especially products that stuff can be a little more costly, so we don't want to invest the money. If for some reason we're like, holy moly, this thing is like 400 carbs, like that's not gonna work. So we kind of do a rough carb count, get an idea about that, and then we price it. We price it because there's no point in us making a product that is going to cost the consumer like an outrageous amount. Like if it's not gonna hit our price point threshold, then we don't wanna spend the money buying the ingredients and testing the products because we're not really going to sell that product. Now, if you're doing this at home and you don't really care, by all means, you can skip pricing, obviously, because you're not pricing anything, but you don't even have to like price out ingredients. If you wanna make it, just make it. But if you are trying to make keto products or sell keto products, anything like that, you do wanna price the product and just make sure that you're hitting your threshold. You don't want something that nobody's gonna buy because it's overly priced. After all that checks out, then we order our supplies and then we make the recipe and then we tweak the recipe. And we usually make the recipe 3 or 4 different times, tweaking it here and there until we really like the way that recipe turned out. So it's definitely not always just a bam, done kind of thing. Usually there's just a few tweaks here and there that we need to do. I did this just recently. This one is not priced out because this is something for people to make at home. So I kind of went through this process a couple of weeks ago. I created a brownie in a mug. Now, if you have not read the blog post, it is in the description. My mom was totally against a brownie in a mug. Rightly so. She's like, as a pastry chef, this goes against everything to bake in a microwave. Like, no, are you nuts? No, we're not doing that. And I'm like, Mom, I get it. But like, I'm a busy mom and I love me some sweets and I'm on this diet. And I am not going to make a big batch of something and then do all those dishes. Like, it's just not me. Sometimes I do, like we do bake and the kids and I bake, but like I'm making something that I want to eat. And now I have all these dishes, so I have to do all these dishes. Ugh, it's just not for me. And I'm like, please, I love making brownies in a mug, and I need them to be keto because I'm tired of cheating on my diet and eating random cookies. Like, I just want something that's quick and easy. And she's like, fine. So we worked and tweaked on a recipe so that we can have keto mug brownies. Now, I do make these a lot at home. I've been making them for several weeks now, testing them out because personally, I am not gonna make a big batch to share with people. I guess I'm not a sharer, you know, whatever. And so they work out really well. I really enjoy them. I'm a huge fan of popping things in the microwave really quickly and letting it cool off, and that's how I make my eggs. My mom's like, that is so disgusting. And like, look, it's just Sloan and I, my youngest, and she doesn't eat egg. So I'm not gonna dirty up a bunch of dishes to make my eggs. So I throw them in a coffee mug and I pop them in the microwave and then I put them on whatever it is that I'm eating, and that's how I make my eggs if it's just me. My mom's like, that is so disgusting. So whatever. That's how I do it, and I really enjoy the keto brownie in a mug because now I'm not cheating on my diet, and it's super yummy. And my daughter, she'll be like, Mom, you want me to make you a fresh brownie? And I'm like, yeah, girl, you do that. Now I don't even have to get off the couch. I highly suggest it if you're a busy mom, you are on a keto diet. Honestly, you don't have to be a mom. If you're busy and you don't want the dishes, like I totally get that. Check out that recipe. It works really, really well. Like I said, I've been testing it for quite some time, quote unquote, testing it for you guys.